guys, it's Brian again from Giant Monster Aftermath. I'm back again with another collection video. In this video I'm going to showcase all my PSP games. I've got about 60 or 70 of them, some pretty cool games, a few hidden gems, and a lot of awesome RPGs. So let's go ahead and get started. Enjoy. Starting off, I'm going to show a couple of caseless games I have. The first one is Online Chess Kingdoms, just a chess game. Next we have Lunar Silver Star Harmony. It's an Exceed game. It's really awesome RPG. I found this at Goodwill for $1, so really happy to have this, and I'd like to find the case and manual one day. Here we have The Third Birthday. For any of you guys who remember Parasite Eve on the PS1, this is the third game in that series. So super cool game, really awesome. This is one of the first PSP games I ever added to the collection, so highly recommend everybody try it. Next we have Ace Combat. It's just a typical air combat game, and as you can see, mine's got some stickers on it and stuff. It is complete with manual, so if you like dog fighting or whatnot, this would be a great game for you. Here we have Breath of Fire 3. This is I think this is an import. I had a friend looking to sell some of his old games, and this is one of the ones I picked up because this is one of my favorite RPGs. So really cool to have that, and it's complete with manual and everything, so really awesome. Next we have Blazing Souls Acolyte. I haven't actually played this game yet. I found it at a flea market a couple years ago, and it was just $1, but I never popped it in to try it out. So it's complete, and while we're at it, I'd just like to mention how I hate the single little spots on the manuals. I wish they had 2 clips there to hold them in place rather than one. Here we have Buzz Master Quiz, cheap common PSP game. I think I got it from the local store for like $3 or $4, so went ahead and grabbed it since there's not many PSP games out there. Next is just a chess master game, The Art of Learning. Another chess game. It's there's not really much to say. It's chess, so if you enjoy chess, you'll enjoy this PSP game. Here we have it's Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core. This is a I guess European version of it, the Platinum Edition. I came across this at Goodwill, and I picked it up. It's complete with manual and everything, and it has a clear case on it, so I don't know if that's a reproduction or if that's just the way it came. So let me know if you guys know. But awesome game for PSP. Here's Dungeon Maker. I actually was playing this earlier today. This is another Goodwill find for $1, so it's pretty cool. It's as you can see, it is complete with manual. The cases, or the disc itself, is currently in my PSP right now. So, but it's an Exceed game, so I definitely had to pick that up. Here we have Every Extend Extra. This is a sealed copy. I'm not really sure how it plays. Just by looking on the back, it looks like it's some type of puzzle game or with rhythms or something. But it's sealed, and I never opened it, so I just kept it like that. FIFA Soccer 09. It's a soccer game. As you can see, it looks like it was $9.99 on the sticker, but I did not pay that price. It was from a local buyout that I'd purchased it from, so just a group of games. Here we have the Fat Princess Fistful of Cake. This is a pretty fun game. It's like a strategy game where you play against another group, and they have a princess, but you try to feed her to make her as heavy as possible so they can't carry her away. So it's really fun and pretty funny, actually. Here we have Final Fantasy. It's the original Final Fantasy 1. PSP favorites. This is actually sealed as well, and I found this on Mercari many years ago when Mercari first became a thing, so people were just kind of just throwing stuff on there pretty cheap. So I picked up this copy here that was sealed, and along with that it also included this copy of Final Fantasy II that is also sealed. So it's an awesome set of games to have. I haven't opened these yet just because I don't know, I guess I just want to retain the value of them, and maybe one day I'll bust them open if I'm ever desperate to play the first 2 games there. But really cool to find that. I think on Mercari I think I paid $20 for both of these and a couple other games, so it's pretty cool little pickups. Here's Final Fantasy IV. This one is not sealed, it's opened. It includes the little extra part there, and as you can see, I got it from a local games and comics store there. It was pretty cheap, so it's a fun game, especially to have portably. Great. I mean, it's Final Fantasy IV, so yeah, you get what you expect going into it, but it's fun to have it portably, especially that. Here we have GForce. It's a Disney movie, I believe. I have never watched this movie, and as you can see from this blue sticker here, I picked it up at Goodwill for like $1. I haven't played the game either, so it's something to do with I guess guinea pigs perhaps. Here we have Gretzky 06. It's a NHL hockey game. Sticker shows $3.99, but it's part of the bundle that I bought from a local store going out of business a few years back. So if you want to play hockey on PSP, I have that. So here we have Gunday. I don't know how to pronounce this. This is like another, I think, puzzle type of game. It's somewhat, I don't know, I played a little bit of it. I don't really know how to describe it, but I think I found it at a pawn shop and went ahead and picked it up. Hannah Montana, Rock Out the Show. This is for whatever reason they had it priced at $18.99, and this game's kind of beat up. It's covered in stickers, and even the case is a little cracked there. I'm not sure why they priced it so high. I know there is I think a pink PSP console that this comes with, so maybe they thought it was still valuable based from that, but I've never played this, so I'm not sure how it's good. Here's Indiana Jones. It's a fun little action adventure game, especially if you're Indiana Jones fans. You'll be right at home here. LucasArts. My copy's complete with manual, and these pesky UMDs keep popping out of their case for whatever reason, so it's sometimes difficult to pop them in there and keep them in place without them sliding out and wiggling loose. And of course it has that signature yellow spine that LucasArts games have, so pretty cool Indiana Jones game. Happy to have it. Here we have Jak and Daxter. This is another game that was part of that Final Fantasy bundle that I purchased. I first played Jak and Daxter many years ago on a demo disc for the PS2, and I always really enjoyed it. And this copy, as you can see, it's sealed up. I haven't opened it yet, so just holding on to it for, I guess, collector value or something. Here we have Justice League Heroes, DC Comics action game. See from the blue sticker here that I picked it up for $1 at the Goodwill. Once again, it kind of pops out at you as well. It also has a clear case on it too, so I'm not sure if that's a replacement case or what. But fun little game. I put a couple hours into it, nothing much. It's fun if you enjoy DC comic characters. Here we have Kingdom Hearts. I think this is 1.5 or something. I honestly don't know. I've given Kingdom Hearts a shot a couple of times. I just can't get into it. Even this version, I've played a little bit of it, but I guess it's just not my thing. So, but I come across them quite often, and when I do, I'll grab them and add them to the collection. Maybe the kids will like them or something when they get older. Here we have Lemmings. This is Great game. It's part of the favorites collection for PSP. Lemmings is, I first discovered it when I was a kid, renting it on like Super Nintendo or something, and you basically just protect the lemmings. They just walk nonstop and they'll fall or whatnot, and you just kind of got to guide them along a path with different types of materials and stuff to make sure they make it to safety. Super awesome game. I love playing this game. Happy to have it on PSP so I can play it handheld. This is Lord of the Rings Tactics. This is another local pickup that I'd grabbed. It's a Lord of the Rings game. It's somewhat fun. As you can see, my copy here doesn't have the manual, and as I complained about earlier, the case or the disc or whatever you want to call it, UMD, just keeps popping out of there. But fun little Lord of the Rings game. I guess I would recommend it. Here we have Luminous II. This is another puzzle game with like rhythm attached to it. So played it a little bit. Nothing too crazy. It's somewhat enjoyable. I think they've put this on recent consoles too, so you could check it out there. Madden 11. If you're desperate to play some football on the PSP, this will definitely scratch that itch. My copy's missing the manual and whatnot, but it's okay to have. Here we have Manhunt 2. I think I featured this in an earlier video, or a couple months, like last month. My copy's got a few stickers on it, and other than that, it's in excellent condition. Manual's great, and the disc and everything is minty. And I really like the bloody thumbprint on there. I think that's just a nice touch for the game in general. And just ignore the price. Unfortunately, I did not get it for that price. I bought it from somebody on Facebook, but super happy to have that in the collection. Here we have Medal of Honor Heroes 2. It's your basic Medal of Honor first-person shooter game on the PSP. It's fun. It has some cool moments in it. I don't think I completely played it all the way through to the end, but it's fun with the gunplay and whatnot. So it's cool to have on the PSP. Here we have Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops. For whatever reason, I just can't enjoy playing Metal Gear Solid on the PSP. There's something about the control configuration that just turns me off for whatever reason. So, but I found this and had to add it because I'm a huge Metal Gear Solid fan. So added that to the collection. Maybe I'll try it again another time. Michael Jackson, The Experience. As you can see, they were asking $7.99 for it. It's still sealed. This was part of that buyout. I doubt I'll ever open this. I don't think I want to really, play Michael Jackson Experience handheld. I probably have it on the 360 and a couple other consoles by now too, because you see it all the time at Goodwills. This is Monster Hunter Freedom Unites, and it's a fun little handheld Monster Hunter game. Played it a little bit, and there's much better Monster Hunter games out now, especially on the Switch to play portably, but happy to have this in my collection. Became a Monster Hunter fan. NBA 2K12, it's NBA. We got Michael Jordan on the front here, and my copy includes a manual in the case, so if you're desperate for basketball, I guess I have that, so not much else to say about that. Need for Speed Undercover. This is the other recent purchase I picked up with that manhunt game. For whatever reason, these are the only two games the guy had, and I forgot. I heard this shaking around in here, and it's like a 1 gigabyte SD card, but pretty cool game to have. Racing's pretty fun on there. And here we have Patapon. It's like a rhythm-based game. I've only played it a little bit. As you can see here, the art style is kind of simplistic, but A lot of people like this game. There's like maybe 2 or 3 games of these now. This is the only version I have of it. It's the favorites copy, so it's pretty fun to have. Maybe I'll add the other 2 to my collection one day. This is Phantasy Star Portable. I think this is like the last PSP game a local game store had, and as you can see, I paid $5.95 for it. So I don't think anybody really trades stuff in anymore down there. So that's just the way it goes for PlayStation Portable in my area. But as you can see, my copy here is complete with manual and the disc or the game, and it's pretty fun. I always enjoyed Phantasy Star. Here we have a copy of Prince of Persia, Rival Swords, and as you can see, my copy has some like water damage from something, destroyed it, and the blue sticker there shows where I picked it up from Goodwill for $1. So Prince of Persia on the PSP for $1. It includes the manual and the UMD, so I figured, it's worth $1 to me just to have. And here we have Secret Agent Clink. This is a fun little, it's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's just like a little action game, third-person shooter type of game. You play as a robot on there. And as you can see, once again, the UMD popping out on me. So I don't know why. It just kind of aggravates me. And this thing's really heavy. It has a big, thick manual on it. So pretty fun little game. I think it's cheap on eBay if you want to check it out. And here we have the Silent Hill experience. When I first saw this, it was at a Goodwill, and I thought it was a Silent Hill game, so of course I snatched it up. But it's actually a UMD video, and it's like, I think it's based on like a comic book. Like it's like goes through like some type of comic book experience. Really cool. I went through it once or twice back a couple years ago when I first got it. It didn't include a manual or anything, so I'm not sure if one is actually included, but UMD is in nice shape. Pretty cool to have in my collection. I don't have many videos. Silent Hill, Shattered Memories. I think this is, I guess, the most expensive PSP game I have. A local friend had it many years ago, and I bought it for like $10 off of him just to help him out through a hard time. So pretty cool to have. I played through this. I believe it was on PS2. So I don't think I've actually played much of it on the PSP. Might have to one day though again. Star Ocean, First Departure. I was a huge Star Ocean fan for PS1, and I just kind of follow along the series, every time they drop one. Once again, this is from a local game store. I think it was like $18.95 I paid for it. And complete manual and UMD. Fun RPG. No, not the best, but really cool to have, and I like to have it in my collection. Tiger Woods, $3.99 is what they were asking for it, but it's just it's PGA Tour. It's golf. If I want to play golf on PSP, I have this to occupy that. Here we have Twisted Metal Head On. I think this is the only Twisted Metal game that came out on the PSP. It's really not that great. I don't know. It's just, I guess it just don't look that great. Don't play that great, to be honest. Not compared to some of the older Twisted Metal titles. So, but I think it was also a Goodwill find, so I don't mind having it. Here's Wipeout Pure. Looks like they listed it for $3.99 on there. Fun racing game. Put a few hours into this as well. Complete with manual and UMD. Probably a cheap game to find if you ever want to try it out yourself. So pretty cool. Here we have Tactics Ogre, and this is, I think, a remake of the Super Nintendo version, and it still holds up. It's really awesome. It's Let Us Cling Together, and it's super fun. I bought some guy on Facebook was selling like an Ogre Battles or Tactic Ogre bundle, and it had like just a bunch of random Tactic Ogre games, so I bought them from him, and that just came included. I'll show the other ones another time. Here we have Transformers the movie. It's a PSP copy of Transformers the movie. I I think I've played it on PS2 and maybe even the original Xbox now. This has a cracked case on it, but from the blue sticker there you can see I picked it up at Goodwill for $1, so you know, can't complain too much whenever it's at their store find. So here we have Valhalla Knights. It's a Exceed game, really fun. Mine unfortunately has stickers all over it, and it just kind of drives me crazy. But I picked this up at like a yard sale or something, I don't remember, and as you can see, the spine on the case is broken on mine, so kind of annoying, but it's complete with the manual, and the UMD is in excellent condition, so really cool to have. And as I struggle here to put this back together and clamp it, you can see I'll probably switch this out for a better case later. Here we have Virtua Tennis World Tour. It's your basic tennis game, so if I ever have a tennis itch that I need to scratch, I'll just pop this in my PSP and good to go for a little bit. So pretty cool to have. Here we have Smackdown versus Raw 2007, Triple H on the front there. It looks like they were asking $15 or $5 for that. My copies includes a manual and a UMD. Typical racing game, or not racing, excuse me, wrestling game. And as you can see, I've got the sticker on the front there peeling off. Warhammer Battle for, I don't know how to pronounce that, but this is a card game, I guess is how I could say it. I was kind of disappointed whenever I first found it, and I was super excited to try it out because I like Warhammer a lot, but just the card-based thing kind of turns me off. But it's complete with manual and UMD, so happy to have that. And here is Xiao Showdown. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's like a third-person action game, maybe based on like an old cartoon or show or something. I've never watched this, so I'm not sure what exactly it's about. But my copy is complete, so went ahead and held on to it. Here we have YuGiOh GX Tag Force 2. These would come with 3 official cards or whatnot, but I bought these used at a yard sale. I actually bought all the Yu-Gi-Oh games from one guy. He was selling them for $3 a piece, and I thought that was an awesome deal, so I went ahead and bought all the ones he had. Here's another one he had. It was a Tac Force 4. Once again, it also says it includes 3 cards. I don't remember if I asked him if he still had the cards or not, but they definitely weren't there for sale at the yard sale. This one's missing the manual, but the UMD is in excellent condition, so I'm happy to have that for $3. Here we have the other one. It's Tac Force 5. It's also the same thing, missing the cards. I think it has manual and the UMD. So far I'd like to maybe find the other 2 that I'm missing to get the entire series on the PSP. I think that'd be kind of fun. I'm more of a Magic player, but from time to time I like to wind down with some Yu-Gi-Oh playing. Here's the start of my greatest hits games. As some of you frequent viewers may know, I kind of separate them just based on the colors, because it just drives me crazy having the red spines polka dotting throughout the set. But here's the copies of Cars. I found it for 50 cents at a thrift store. It's a greatest hits copy. It's complete. So here we have Final Fantasy Crisis Core. This is my greatest hits version of that. I think I mentioned it before. It's a great game, so highly recommend it. If you have a PSP, definitely check this out. I think this is the only console it came out on. Here we have Gran Turismo. It's covered in stickers here, and it's also it's okay on the PSP. I mean, the PS Vita obviously holds up better, but PSP still has a few classic games that you need to check out. But Gran Turismo it's all right. Here we have Little Big Planet. This is fun. I mean, I think everybody's probably played this if you've owned a PS3. It's alright on the PSP as well. Mine comes complete with manual and the UMD. Very colorful game. quite enjoyable. Here we have Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. This is another Metal Gear Solid game where I kind of just hated the control scheme on it, and I think it's just from having the one analog stick, so it's kind of annoying to play through. Smackdown vs. Raw 2008 featuring ECW. We got the Undertaker right there, featured front and center on this one. Not much to say about this one either. It's wrestling. Especially if I need a wrestling game, I got it right here on the PSP. So awesome. And that's my PSP collection, guys. Let me know what you guys think. It's I know there's probably so many great games that I need to get. So if you have any recommendations, please let me know. I'm always looking for new games, and really just the PSP market in my area just kind of dried up. You don't really see them anymore at thrift stores, or even my local game store only has like 2 or 3 sports games left, and that's really it. So these are kind of getting scarce and far between, so I'm happy with the ones I got so far, and I'm always looking for new stuff to play and to add to it. And the PlayStation Portable is just so convenient. So I know it's missing some awesome features that newer stuff has, but it's always good to go back to that old PlayStation way. I thank you for watching, and of course, let me know, what do you guys collect? Take care.